A folded paper landed on the cafe counter, like a verdict. The letter inside read, "Effective immediately. Monthly rent is doubled. Payment of 600,000 yen due in 30 days. Non-negotiable."
Double? There's no way I can pay that. This shop barely breaks even.
You look pale, Yuji. Did you think your wife's little hobby would last forever?
This cafe is her legacy. You have no right to take it.
Legacy, it's a business. And businesses either pay or close. I've got developers waiting to buy this land. You have 30 days. After that, I'll have a crew tear this place down myself.
Masaru turned and walked out, his laughter trailing behind him. Yuji dropped onto a stool. The notice crumpled in his fist as he stared at the empty counter where his wife once smiled.
I promised you, Akemi. I won't let him destroy our cafe. She built this cafe from nothing. Her dream, her hands, her love.
He ran a thumb over the glass, as if he could touch her warmth one more time.
Sentiment won't pay the bills, Yuji. I've already got a developer offering triple the land value.
Triple the land value. He's not just raising rent, he's cashing out. There's no stopping this.
Once they tear down this shack, they'll build a high-rise. Your coffee beans won't mean a thing.
He's doing this just because he can. Because I'm alone. And he knows there's no one to fight back.
The last coffee here was as bitter as your future. I'll enjoy watching this place come down.
Masaru left the cup on the table, his final drop of cruelty absorbed by the wood.
The rent was already tight. 600,000 yen. I'd have to sell the equipment, the chairs, everything.
He slumped behind the counter, the weight of 30 days pressing on his shoulders like a physical hand. The next morning, Yuji sat in a cheap legal clinic, watching a lawyer read the eviction notice with flat indifference. The lawyer leaned back. The increase is harsh but legal. Without a lease violation, you have no standing.
So it's over. No loophole, no protection. Masaru will bury this cafe and me with it.
He took the lawyer's card and walked out, the paper already damp from his sweat. Before he could sink further, his phone rang. Hina's name glowed on the screen.
Dad, I did it. I passed the bar. I can hardly believe it.
I always believed in you, Hina. You've made me so proud.
I am coming home tomorrow to celebrate. I've missed the cafe so much.
That's great. I'll have your favorite coffee ready.
He ended the call and let the false cheer drain from his face. The empty cafe gave him no answers. The next morning, the cafe door swung open with a burst of energy. Hina stood in the light, her smile bright and arms wide.
Dad, I am home. The bar exam was a monster, but I crushed it.
She crossed the room and threw her arms around Yuji, who held on a second too long.
He's trembling. This isn't just joy. Something's wrong.
She stepped back, and her gaze landed on the crinkled eviction notice, half hidden under a coffee cup.
Dad, what is this? An eviction notice? Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't want to burden you, Hina. You just passed the bar. This is my problem, not yours.
Not my problem. This cafe is my home. It's Mom's legacy. You think I'd just let it be torn down? I am not a helpless child anymore. I passed the bar to protect the people I love. This is my fight. Give me the notice, Dad. I am a lawyer now, and I'll find a way. We have 30 days. That's enough.
That night, Hina sat at the cafe's back table, laptop open, law books piled around her. Yuji brewed a fresh pot, watching.
Dad, the property records are online. I am checking the title deed first. Masaru might have overstepped.
The screen flickered as the land registry loaded. 2 separate entries appeared, highlighted. The building under Masaru's name, but the land.
The land is owned by a trust, and the trustee listed is Akemi Tanaka. That's Mom's name.
She turned to Yuji, voice unsteady. Dad, did Mom ever mention buying the ground this cafe sits on?
The land, number. She always handled the finances quietly. I never asked. Why?
Hina rushed to a storage box and pulled out a yellowed envelope. Inside, a letter in her mother's handwriting. The letter read, "My dear Yuji and Hina, if you are reading this, the cafe is in danger. I planned for it. The trust I created holds the land. No one can touch the cafe without the original deed, which I kept hidden."
She protected us. Dad, Masaru only owns the building. The land is ours. We just have to find that deed.
The next morning, Hina marched into Masaru's office, the trust document clutched in her hand like a weapon.
What's this? A little legal homework. Your mother's ghost can't protect you now.
The land under the cafe belongs to a trust my mother created. Your rent increase is illegal, and we aren't paying a single extra yen.
Illegal? I own the building, girl. I can set any rent I like. Your little trust means nothing without the original deed. And if you try to fight this, I'll make sure you are out by the end of the week. I have friends who can speed things up.
Without the original deed. He just confirmed there's a physical document, and he's afraid of it.
Masaru caught himself, jaw tightening. He'd given away more than he intended.
You are hiding something, Masaru, and I am going to find it. Enjoy your coffee while you can.
She turned and walked out, his forced laughter trailing behind her like a broken shield.
The original deed is real. Mom hid it somewhere. I just need to find it before he does.
Late into the night, Hina sought out a retired judge in a dusty law library, the only person who might listen.
He confirmed it. If Mom's trust deed explicitly mentions the building, Masaru's ownership is void. But I need proof.
She scoured county archives, her fingers tracing over microfilm reels dating back 15 years. On the screen, a property transfer record appeared. The signature line looked wrong, shaky, unlike Mom's.
This signature is forged. He altered the building deed to cut out the trust. That's a crime.
She saved the image and began hunting for anyone who worked for Masaru back then. A retired clerk mentioned a man named Takashi, Masaru's former assistant, who quit after a falling out.
Takashi might have witnessed the original signing. He could be the key.
She got an old address, but it was in a run-down part of town. The clock was ticking, but now she had a direction. Masaru's past was about to catch up with him the next afternoon in a quiet park. Hina met a bent old man who looked like he carried decades of guilt. He pushed a crumpled document into her hands. "Your mother made me promise to keep this. Masaru fired me when I refused to destroy it." The document read, "Between Akemi Tanaka and the trust, the building shall be sold to the trust for 1 yen upon full payment of the land loan."
This is it. Mom had the right to buy the building outright. Masaru hid this and forged a new deed.
The old man also handed her a yellowed newspaper clipping. Local landlord accused of falsifying property boundaries. She rushed back to the cafe, clutching the evidence. But the moment she turned the corner, her heart stopped. A bright red "Final Noticed" was taped to the glass. Yuji stood inside, his face ashen.
Hina, it says we have 1 week. He moved up the date. The lawyer said we can't stop him.
Don't worry, Dad. I just got the proof we need. Masaru's days are numbered.
But inside, Hina knew the clock had sped up. The real race was just beginning.
I'll file an emergency injunction. It will freeze the eviction until the court hearing.
She grabbed the evidence folder and sprinted to the courthouse, filing the motion seconds before the window closed. Back at the cafe, heavy boots echoed. Masaru kicked the door open, 2 burly workers flanking him.
Time's up, old man. I am taking back my building. Clear out, or I'll move you myself.
Yuji placed himself in front of the counter, arms spread, his body the last barrier.
This cafe stays. My wife put her soul into this place. You'll destroy it over my dead body.
The door burst open again. Hina entered, a police officer behind her, a document held high.
Masaru, this injunction stops you immediately. Any damage and you'll be charged with contempt and trespassing.
Masaru snatched the paper, his eyes bulging. The official seal glowed under the cafe lights.
This is a temporary delay. I have more lawyers than you have coffee beans.
That night, the cafe was dark, except for a single lamp. Yuji and Hina sat at a corner table, the tension of the day finally ebbing.
Before tomorrow, there's something I want you to see. Your mother's recipe book.
He pushed the leather-bound journal across the table, pages yellowed, edges stained with coffee spills.
Look at this one. A Kemi's Hope blend. She even wrote tasting notes. For the days we need strength.
They brewed a pot using the faded instructions. The rich aroma filled the cafe, and for a moment, the weight lifted.
She always believed this place was more than a business. It was a promise to the community, to us.
Then tomorrow, we keep that promise. We have the trust, we have the evidence, and we have her fighting with us.
They raised their mugs, the ceramic warm in their hands.
To Mom, and to the cafe.
They drank, and the coffee tasted like courage. Tomorrow, they would face Masaru together. The hearing room was cold and narrow. Yuji sat rigid behind Hina, who rose to speak before the judge.
Your Honor, the land under the cafe is held by an irrevocable trust created by my mother, Akemi Tanaka.
Masaru's lawyer stood, voice dripping with contempt. This is nonsense. Without the original deed, these papers are worthless. Hina lifted a photocopy. This is a certified copy of an acknowledgement, signed by Masaru himself, confirming the trust's purchase option. Masaru shot up. That's a forgery. I never signed that. The judge banged his gavel. Control yourself, Mr. Masaru, or you'll be held in contempt.
The full document has been submitted. We request a stay of eviction pending a complete examination of all original deeds.
The judge nodded slowly. Given the evidence of disputed title and possible forgery, the eviction is stayed. Full discovery ordered. Masaru's lawyer pulled him back into his seat, hissing. The landlord's face was a mask of fury.
We bought time, but we still need that original deed. Otherwise, this victory is temporary.
They stepped into the hallway, but Masaru was waiting, his shadow casting long across the marble floor.
You think you've won? I have friends who can make problems disappear.
He blocked their path, his finger jabbing toward Hina's chest.
Threats. That's all you have. You are already losing.
Yuji moved to shield her, but Hina stepped forward, her lawyer badge catching the fluorescent light.
If you try anything illegal, I'll have you arrested so fast, you won't believe it.
Masaru's lips curled back. For a moment, he looked capable of anything.
This isn't over. I'll bury you both before a judge ever sees that deed.
He shoved past them, his footsteps echoing down the corridor like a countdown.
Dad, we have to find that original deed now. He's desperate, and desperate people make mistakes.
They returned to the cafe as dusk fell. Yuji flicked the light switch, but the room stayed dark. Not a hum from the fridge, not a glow from the sign.
He's trying to break us, Dad. Cut the utilities so we have no place to work, no place to live. This only makes me more determined. The deed has to be here somewhere. Mom never gave up.
They lit candles and began searching the storage room, opening boxes of old documents and photographs.
She had a system. I remember she kept important papers separate, maybe in a lockbox.
From a forgotten box, Hina pulled out a worn leather purse, heavy with age. Inside, nestled under a faded receipt, was a brass key with a post office box number engraved.
Dad, look, a P.O. box key. This could be where she hid the deed.
I never knew about this, but your mother always had secrets for a reason.
We go to the post office first thing. This is our best lead.
They set the brass key aside and kept searching. Yuji's hand fell on an old recipe binder wrapped in a faded ribbon. Inside, between recipes for sweet rolls and mocha, a sealed envelope shifted, marked for Yuji, when hope feels far. He opened it, voice cracking as he read, "My love, I paid off the land loan. The trust now holds the building's deed, kept in a safety deposit box at Central Bank, number 207. I knew one day someone might try to take this place. So I made sure it would always be yours." Yuji's shoulders shook. He hadn't heard her voice so clearly in years. Hina moved beside him, her hand steady on his back. She didn't speak, just waited.
She thought of everything, even when I couldn't. How did she do it?
Because she believed in us. And now we finish what she started. We go to the bank tomorrow, the instant it opens. This is our victory, Dad.
Yuji nodded, holding the letter to his chest. For the first time in weeks, the weight lifted just enough to breathe. The next morning, a bank teller led them to a quiet room. A metal box, number 207, sat waiting on the table.
Open it, Dad. You should be the one.
Yuji lifted the lid. Inside lay a rolled document, tied with a crimson ribbon and sealed with a gold emblem. Hina carefully unrolled it. "This is it," she breathed. The original trust transfer deed, signed and notarized.
It states clearly, upon the land debt's full payment, ownership of the building passes to the trust. Mom did it.
She saved it. She saved everything.
Before the moment could settle, Yuji's phone erupted with an urgent ring. He answered. On the other end, a neighbor's panicked voice. "Yuji, there are trucks and a demolition crew outside the cafe. They've already broken the lock."
Masaru knew. He's trying to destroy the evidence. We have to go now.
They ran out of the bank, the deed like a torch in Hina's hand. The real fight had come to their doorstep. The cafe stood dark under the street lamps. A demolition truck rumbled to a stop, its engine cutting the silence.
Tear it down. Every wall, every memory. The injunction is as good as paper now.
Workers exchanged uneasy glances, but Masaru's bark kept them moving toward the building. From the corner, two figures sprinted. Hina's voice cut through the night before they reached the scene.
Stop. This building belongs to the trust. I have the original deed.
Give me that. It's a fake.
You won't touch her. Not now. Not ever.
The wail of sirens drowned everything. Blue lights flooded the street, casting long shadows. Officers pulled Masaru's arms behind his back. The cuffs clicked shut with finality.
The deed is valid. The cafe is ours. And you are under arrest for attempted destruction of property and forgery.
Within days, an expedited hearing was set. The original deed had turned the case on its head.
Your Honor, I submit the original trust transfer deed. It proves the building has always belonged to the trust.
Masaru's lawyer read the deed, paled, and turned to the judge. He said, "We withdraw all claims. The document is genuine." The judge carefully examined the gold seal and the notary stamp. "This document is authentic. The trust's ownership is incontrovertible. Masaru's rent hike was illegal, and his forgery is a serious crime." Masaru jumped up, but the bailiff forced him back down. The gavel banged. "I grant the trust full ownership and void all previous fraudulent deals. Mr. Masaru, you are to be held in custody." The cold steel clicked shut. Masaru's head dropped, and his legs shuffled as the bailiff pulled him away.
It's over, Dad. The cafe is safe. Mom's promise is finally kept.
The cafe stood silent as they walked in, morning light spilling across the counter where the eviction notice once lay. Hina crossed to the shelf and lifted their mother's photograph, her face calm and unchanged in the frame.
This needs a better place, Dad. Right above the coffee machine, where everyone can see her.
She stepped behind the counter, hammered a small nail, and hung the picture with careful hands.
She never really left. All this time, she was protecting us from right there.
Dad, I'll handle the legal side now. I'll make sure no one ever threatens this place again.
And I'll keep brewing the coffee. Your mother's recipes will stay alive.
He pulled her into a tight embrace, the first one in months that wasn't laced with dread.
We're going to be okay. This cafe is going to thrive.
They stood together, mother's smile beaming down from the wall, her presence filling the room once more. On reopening day, the cafe buzzed with laughter and the aroma of fresh blends. Every chair was occupied within minutes. A familiar toast rang out to the cafe that wouldn't die, and Yuji raised his hand in thanks.
This cafe is my wife's legacy, and not even a wrecking crew could tear down her love.
Hina wove through the crowd, balancing a tray with practiced ease, a fresh pot of Akemi's Hope blend steaming.
Try this. Mom's own recipe. It tastes like courage.
Beside the counter, a small brass plaque now read, Café Legal Corner, free advice Thursdays.
Word's already spreading. People need help, and this place is perfect for it.
Your mother always said a cafe should be the heart of the community. Now, it has both heart and law.
He looked up at the photograph, and for the first time in ages, his shoulders relaxed completely. The cafe was alive, and so was their family. 2 months later, the final gavel fell. Masaru received 5 years for fraud and property damage. A letter arrived at the cafe addressed to Hina, an official commendation from the Bar Association.
Mom would be proud. The bar listed her trust as a landmark case for community property rights.
She took the original deed, now preserved behind glass, and chose a spot next to her mother's photograph. With a steady hand, she hung it beside the familiar smile, creating a shrine of memory and victory.
2 women who saved this cafe. One with coffee, one with law.
Customers often paused, asking about the aged document. Yuji would gesture to his wife's picture and tell the story.
That deed is proof that love can outlast any landlord.
Soon, the cafe became known not just for its brews, but for the legend of the woman who outwitted a tycoon. And every morning, Yuji would look up at that wall and feel her beside him. That evening, the last customer left and the door clicked shut. The cafe was theirs again. Yuji poured 2 cups of Akemi's Hope blend. The steam curled like a whispered promise.
I've been thinking about what she'd say tonight. Probably something simple, like, I told you so.
I almost gave up, Hina. After that eviction notice, I couldn't see any way forward.
But you didn't. And Mom already knew you wouldn't. She trusted you more than any deed.
She always saw more in me than I saw in myself. Just like she saw what this cafe could become.
She'd be proud, Dad. Not just of me, but of you. You are the heart of this place.
Yuji lifted his own cup, the ceramic warm against his palm. They touched rims with a soft clink.
To Akemi, the woman who taught us that love never runs out.
They drank, and the silence was filled with her presence, warm and certain as the coffee. Outside, the sun dipped low, painting the cafe in shades of gold and amber. Through the glass, laughter rippled outward, blending with the clink of cups and the hiss of steam. The cafe had become what Akemi always dreamed, a place where no one sat alone. Some places are more than wood and tile. They hold the echoes of love strong enough to outlast any storm. Tonight, the open sign flickered once, then held steady, a small beacon against the darkening sky. And inside, the ordinary became extraordinary. A cup of coffee, a shared smile, a family's quiet victory. The cafe lived on, not because of a deed, but because someone had believed in it enough to fight. A legacy isn't something you leave behind. It's something you pour into every cup, every morning, every hello. As the first stars appeared, the sign hummed its quiet invitation. Open, always. And somewhere, Akemi Tanaka smiled, her love still brewing in every cup.